welcome back to the KPLS show. It's been a little bit, but we're back, baby.
Back in action a little bit. Got a little bit of a slow-paced show for y'all today. If you hear any talking in the background, we are going to talk a little bit about the Disney release of the 45-minute Punisher special, a little Punisher one-off. Well, it's supposed to be a one-off, and it looks like they're going to get a full-blown movie out of it now.
Yeah, I just saw that.
I just want to touch base with y'all, talk a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about something different today. Food prep, having enough, calories, having enough protein in the house.
Yep.
That if the grid goes down or something goes down for whatever reason, you got some backup. Well, we got several different options, and we're going to kind of push those options. He's got a special option. I've got a special option, something different, just to kind of have fun with, and then just catch back up, man. I've been going. You've been going. Between work, gym, home life, there's nothing right now. I've got blessed. My family's got back into the WWE scene.
He's been talking about it all week.
Yeah, well, Friday, and this is Sunday that we're doing this. We just went to SmackDown in Lexington, and then a couple of Mondays before that, we were in Knoxville at Raw. So the kid loves it. The wife's loving it. I really, really like it. So. I got to see Rhea Ripley live. That was awesome. But had a good time, man. It was a good family thing, and got to get out. And, it leads to talking about, for a country boy that never leaves the country, that's really, really paranoid, being prepped and ready in the city. And, for me, do you change when you go to the city? Are you're different? You dress differently, like when you go to a bigger, more of a metro area? Because,
Well, so I'm from Louisville.
Yeah.
So, kinda, not really. I try not to wear like a lot of loose fitting. Like I like to try to wear some more loose fitting clothing, but more so like ball shorts. I try not to keep my wallet and stuff in there.
Right.
I always change locations. I put it in a spot where you can grab it. But I try to wear more just some tighter pocketed stuff.
Definitely jeans.
Definitely jeans
or cargos, whatever. You gotta wear shorts really. I wear some cargo shorts around the compound here, or maybe the town real quick, but I don't wear a lot of shorts out.
It's just kind of like any kind of big city you go to. If you got any, I went to New Orleans, and the first thing I did is I put all my valuables in my shoe.
Right.
Because, pickpocket.
So, with the venue that we went in, we couldn't carry a whole lot. I had my cell phone going into the venue, but now my boots were tactical steel-toe boots.
Yeah.
They were Solomon's, good for the rain and stuff like that. But when we were just walking around, we kind of walked around and all that before we got to the venue, just walking around the city. I was appendix carrying, had a knife on me, just stuff strategically placed all over my body.
Yeah.
I get really paranoid that I'm always, on point. I go to the city. I like to have a beverage, but I'm always, have one or two or something like that. But I'm always looking. So it's just the way that it changes. Even just going to the local Walmart here, I'm always turning my head and I'm like a satellite.
Oh yeah.
But it's so bad when I go to the city that I was surprised that these 2 trips I had a pretty good time. But it was fun. Got to see some really cool, some good stories, some good WWEs. Some of that good old trailer park fun, I like to call it. So I had a blast. And, got to work on the city prep. Got to, the first time we went with some friends to Knoxville. So I got to, pack a good backpack, and it had some extra clothes, stuff like that in it. I really love doing that. Getting the stuff prepared, good med kit, extra ammo, however. So that was kind of cool to get back in and do that. It's been a while since we left and went anywhere and got to do anything.
Yeah.
So that was cool to do that. But what's going on? You're done for a minute, right?
Yes, work's finally slowed down enough where I get a decent amount of time off. Decent amount of time I can come back and get more family oriented.
Right.
Become more of a dad.
Right. Get back into that again.
Get the focus. I think it's the fun part. I get the focus back on my health training, micro strength training, and stuff like that. I get a little more time now to do more stuff that I need to do. So. It's basically trying to do that. I've been waiting for this time. Because we got a whole summer. We got plenty of stuff we got to do. We got to get together. Now we got some time.
Yeah, and I got some vacation time that's coming up. So I got some time I got to use. Birthday coming up. So we got some things coming up. So Like I said, just get caught back up. We're going to do some range time.
Yes.
Got a new unit
Mm-hmm.
that I'm going to have to get sighted in.
Yes.
And then the vortex you've seen on top of the.
Yes.
I got to get that sighted in too.
Yep.
So.
And then I got to get my Holliston on mine sighted in.
So anyways, hey, if you like The Punisher, you're a big comic book fan, check that out on Disney, as before we stumbled off. Now, here, this summer, we're going to talk about a lot of different things. Right now in Kentucky, flash flooding is going to be a thing over the next week or so.
Yes.
Be prepared. You got the summer weather coming up. We get storms and stuff. All of a sudden, Kentucky is the hub of everything bad, storm-wise, it seems like. So be prepared. What's that? Turn around, don't drown. Watch the floodwaters coming up. If you know you're going somewhere, Google your routes.
Yep.
Find alternative routes to where you're going. Several different ways in and out. It's always smart to have. Mm-hmm. And then a big announcement was that the government just released all the UFO documents. You was saying that you seen somewhere.
I seen somewhere that said that there's actual evidence of U.S. military actually shooting down a UFO.
So that's huge.
Evidence of that.
So
releasing the files on that.
Got a lot of cryptid stuff going on. You had what we talked about with the Ohio Bigfoot's moving around.
Yep.
Then there's the screenshot I showed you.
It was the different
types that they say,
yes.
The lizard man and all that. This is the government. They're sleight of hand stuff. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of files going around. A lot of different things. So it's wild time. Summer gets wild in the United States.
Yeah.
So always be prepared. Always be prepped. That's kind of the moral of that story. And what we'll move into this upcoming shows, we'll have another good alien story.
Yes.
I think we'll do. We just want to do a movie thing. We need to do that.
Yeah, we want to do that, and then we want to kind of get back to more of the other things we have up on the walls. Because it's not just all that horror gun related stuff.
Right.
Previously, all that horror related stuff.
Right.
There's some other things like we want to talk about
No,
vigilantes and stuff like. Who's your favorite vigilante? Like, well, you gotta you talking like Marvel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
that's vigilante usually is survival guns, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go back to real world things, but we're gonna get back, have a little fun with it. You're gonna see some good training videos. Hopefully, we've been Googling, studying when we have the chance, talking to my instructor from Middlesboro there. The weapons instructor guy, he's been helping out a lot with some drills and all this. His fiance, or his wife actually, I'm sorry, just had the same surgery that I had. She wrecked a dirt bike. They get out, they're crazy. They have a good time with each other, but they were in the woods just dirt biking, and she wrecked and hit her shoulder and had an AC separation and had to have the surgery as I had to. So luckily, the way they were telling me, technology's come a long way. The medicine has come a long way, and she's already on the fast track of healing. They was on side by side yesterday. So as I talked to him, so we're gonna do a day. I think we need to do some challenges. We ain't had no challenges.
Yeah.
So we'll come up with some good KP versus LS, some type of challenges outside. And look, if you all have any ideas that ain't weird and are along the prep and tactical life, send us some ideas.
Yeah.
We'll take some ideas. But we're going to come up with y'all now because we don't want to make a big long video. Just kind of want to give y'all some updates, let y'all know what's going on with us. Thanks. And by the way, thanks for all the likes, subscribe, all the love y'all showed them and everything else. Got a lot of love on the shooting video. Appreciate everybody. A lot of professional home shooters out there. But all the messages and stuff, we appreciate that. A lot of them was really, really helpful. So appreciate that, guys. Really, guys and gals, we appreciate that. So what we're going to talk about right now, we'll keep it real. Like we talk about, prepping just ain't having guns, ammunition, weapons. You need to have food, water. The vehicles need to be prepped up in case you have to bug out and go. Secondary sources of safety, secondary sources of retreat. There's all different aspects that go into this, and today we're going to reach one that we really haven't talked about other than a good cookout. We're going to talk about dry food, survival foods, shelf life foods, longevity food. It might not taste the best, it might not be the best, but it's needed for prepping.
Yes.
So I'll let you go first. You spit what you got because you coming out with the classic.
Yes, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll go ahead and take over right here. So probably one of the probably like if you want to rank the top tier of like every single prepper advice, what you probably need to do, you're going to see one of these, and this is just a general U.S. Army issue MRE meal ready to eat individual packets, and they're just packed full of different stuff.
Yeah.
You know, your crackers, peanut butter.
As we said
all
before,
that.
I want to interrupt real quick. As he said before that we started videoing, this ain't the choice of the best.
As anybody that's
this is just
ever
an
eaten an
example of how they
MRE,
work and what we got.
Yeah, if anybody has eaten MRE before, but there's certain your main meal pouch.
There's
is
definitely
really
choices
good or really
over
bad.
there. Yeah, there's
and
definitely
usually stay
choices
away
over
from
there.
anything that's vegetarian. Well, unfortunately, my one right here says penne with vegetable sauce. So that's gonna be that's not gonna be that great.
That's a lot.
But you know, these have a really long shelf life. Stored correctly, it can last up to 10. You know, at least up to 10 years. I've seen you can eat them like that. So, but they're very good, and they're just the classic, simple. Just need to have a little bit of water, put it in your heat pack.
Perfect
pouch.
bug out or
Yes.
bug in food.
And it's all comes wrapped in a container, and there's not a lot of space taken up there.
If you decide to bug in and want to fortify the house, they're great to have there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on the go and got to put some things in the pack, that's what they're meant for.
Yes.
So they're great. Very very versatile.
Yeah, it's a very versatile, classic MRE. And the other thing I got something that's kind of a novelty for me because it was a thing out of one of my favorite video games ever. And then I knew about it, and I kind of did some research about it, and it's kind of come along. It's adding on to the military aspect of the MRE, but adding something more individualistic flair between each operator, correct? So what I got here is a Japanese calorie mate, which is a nutritional like hardtack bar.
Right.
So
Now,
go ahead.
Why did you chase this down? What was the reason?
So one of the reasons is because I'm a gaming nerd, and a very classic game that I like, Metal Gear Solid 3 and the Snake Eater. You can pick these up, and I was like, I had to get one. I wanted to try one, so I got to try one.
Good call.
But yeah, they're just what they remind me of is like the old school military, like jungle survival rations or emergency survival,
rations,
like your C rations, your fighter pilot emergency stuff.
Yeah.
But they're really hard, dense bars, and you can feel this one. It's legitimately just like a little shortbread bar. Ooh. 800 calories per each bar.
My jaw started working just as soon as I touched it.
Yeah. So, but one pack of these is 1,600 calories, and that's 1,600 calories in a survival situation that you need. So it's.
And you behind enemy lines, or you in a bad situation, you might ate a few hours with the adrenaline's pumping. It really doesn't matter. You eat snails or anything else to survive. So it's good to have something you at least know come out of a package.
Yes, that's always good. And it's easy to store, and it'll last exactly a long time. I think this one says 22, so this is from 22, but and it's still pretty good, and you can still eat it. Now, like I said, so we went from MREs with somewhat palatable. It's edible, but it's palatable. You like it.
Right. Some
of the stuff, and you got the stuff that's very like, okay, this is energy to keep me alive. Keep me alive.
This is eating the snail. This is eating the grub worm, right?
Yeah.
This has got calories. Let's go calories.
And and I'm also going to say one thing about this for this. These are kind of more harder to get than the average person really could get.
Right.
Yeah, because
you got to kind of do like you got it off the internet, obviously.
Yes, so
the
calorie mates and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you have to import or just find somebody that happens to be selling it. And of course, MREs, they're not really that common to come by unless you know where to go. Right. So the average person really ain't going to find a bunch of them.
But I got lucky. About a year ago, I trained somebody that was in the National Guards.
Yeah.
We knew he was a short timer because he was going to go on to work for the Sheriff's Department. Mm-hmm. But me and him got to talking, and was talking about the survivalist lifestyle and all that. And then the day that he turned his notice in, he asked me to walk outside and took me to his truck to give me a big old box of them. I was like, that's a score, dude. Yep. Thank you so much. So that was really cool.
Which really leads me on because I want to take it off over to you because I'm looking over down here and I was like, okay, so this is some survival stuff that the average man.
So let's talk about going into your local Walmart, your local Tractor Supply,
IGA.
I don't know if I've never looked at IGA to see if they have these, but or your local grocery stores, wherever you may be, Save a Lot, wherever, Kroger, whatever it may be. So I don't know about that. Now, one did come off the shelf at Walmart. You can go to your local Dick's Sporting Goods, I know, and pick them up.
Yes.
Sporting goods stores, any hunting store has stuff like this. But this is the Ready Wise to go. This is kind of the everyday man's MRE. Very simplistic. Doesn't have as much of having the internal containment or the internal stuff that the MRE does as a spoon and all that. You gotta, find a way to eat it. You know what I mean? But they come in so many different flavors. They come from Walmart. They taste good. 21 grams of protein right there. This one is actually for breakfast. It's the breakfast skillet, eggs, pretty much your everyday peppers, stuff like that, right? You add water in it, heat it up, you're good to go. Good for bugging out type deal. And they don't taste horrible. They don't taste horrible. Just get you a cup of water, put it over the fire, pour it in it. Bada bing, bada boom, got you a breakfast skillet. All right, now that's for kind of on the go. That's the everyday's man equivalent to the MRE. Yeah. All right, so I won't do my X Factor yet, or the what I like to call the special weapon, the big deal. But this now is also it's a product of the American Red Cross. They've done a crossover with Ready Wise. Put together a 72-hour emergency kit. Now, I got this through a battle box. And we're not paid by none of these people, Mondanucci. We're not paid by none of these people. This is not product placement. This is just stuff that we have. We're not pushing nothing. Yeah. So we're not getting paid. We're not. I wished. But anyways, this is Ready Wise through the American Red Cross. So it's 72-hour kit. You got granola, macaroni and cheese, teriyaki, milk replacements, and some other soups in it. Stuff like this around the house can't be beat, man. Get these balled up. And then one thing that we shouldn't have to talk about, but we will, is water. Yeah. Always having plenty of water at the house. What me and the wife like to do is filter water through jugs that we've already used and put it in the extra fridge back there. I gotcha. So you got extra water. It might be faucet water, but it's been filtered. Yes. And when you're really thirsty on day 3 or 4, it don't matter, right? Yeah. So that's kind of the and this is just something. I got a bunch of this stuff, but this is just one of the ones I didn't grab. One of my favorites. This is the one I think my son would love because it has granola in it. He loves granola. And it's got macaroni and cheese, and he loves macaroni and cheese. So this is kind of the one I think he would really like. So that's that. That's kind of the longevity, 72 hours. Get a couple of these. It's not long longevity, but it will help if you do some other things. As in, something I like to talk about, something I keep a lot in the house. One of my favorite treats when I go camping, if I ain't got Mr. Chef BRD over here with me, who likes to not survive but thrive when it comes to eating. My man keeps me full when we camping, bro. Yep. He gourmet chef right there. But whatever brand you might like, whether it's Dante Moore, whether it's whatever brand, can't beat some good warmed up beef stew. Yeah. Some Ritz crackers, to me, that's a delicacy, man. Especially camping. But good camp food. Perishable food, have it, or non-perishable food, have it on the shelf. We buy these a little at a time when we go grocery shopping. We don't do it in bulks. We buy 2 here, 3 there. Yeah. And then just keep them rotated. But this stuff like this goes a long way. This right here could feed me and 2 other people. Yeah. My son really doesn't like this, but he knows in a situation it's got potatoes in it, stuff like that. He can eat it. Yeah. Eat around whatever, but keep him alive. So that's my X Factor. That's my delicacy in a bad time with some good stew, good soup, good hearty meal. Kind of will help bring up the morale of what's going on. Yeah. So, keep prepping. Prepping survival is an umbrella. There's so much stuff up and under it. Don't get this stagnated to the guns. The pew-pews are fun to have, or If you don't work with your pew-pews, and you just get them, you can have the pew-pews, but if you don't work with them, if you don't have the pew-pews, you're pretty much just a stockpile for the guy down the road that is putting in the work, that does have the pew-pews, doing the things that he's supposed to do with them. But you got to do everything, right? It's about self-sustainability because there's nobody coming to help.
Yeah.
So that's just a little bit of the show today. We want to talk about it, touch up with you all. It's been a minute.
Yes, it has.
Been a minute. Glad you get in the summer, get to start to breathe a little bit.
Yes, exactly.
Happy. Well, it's tomorrow's holiday. Is there a holiday?
It's Memorial Day.
Yeah, happy Memorial Day. I didn't guess Memorial Day weekend, so happy Memorial Day. God bless all of our veterans. God bless everybody we've lost. I love the book, The Terminal List. Everybody hears me talk about that. There's a cheers in it that I really like, and it says, "This one's for the lads." So to the lads, to the ones that can't be around. Love y'all. Keep subscribing. Keep hitting us up with the comments. Keep hitting the like buttons. We ain't going nowhere. We're still here, right?
Yeah, we're still here, baby.
We're still here. Wasting away to nothing, but we're still here. We're going to keep putting out that content. Go check out the Punisher special. I'm not pushing Disney. I'm not a big Disney guy. I am a Punisher guy. I mean, you can see all over. There's Punisher, Frank Castle everywhere. I love the Punisher character just as much as I love the Rambo character. Go check it out. It's a pretty good 45-minute flick. Really hits the essence of who Frank Castle is. Yeah. That's my little movie review right there. Because I watched The Yeti the other day.
How was that?
It's a B movie. It's a B movie. It's on Prime. Got it for $6. Watched it the other day. Wasn't bad. Have you watched anything good here of late?
No, I haven't seen anything really that good. The horror scene's kind of dying down.
Right now.
We're in the dying down period, and there's really not a lot other.
Is there anything you're looking for other than now they have 110%? It's coming. There is a Rambo prequel coming.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that. So, but that's probably a year or so down the line.
Let's see. Oh God.
You got Doomsday, Marvel Doomsday at the end of the summer. That's going to be huge, man. That's big. So that's a couple months. We might do a comic book special.
We might have to.
But, we ain't done that. I mean, invite some people over, invite some people in, and do a big show with some people here. We'll see what happens. Okay. And then other than that, do you know you got the Jason
the Camp Crystal Lake series?
Out, right?
Did
you see that A24 Studios just
did Resident Evil?
Okay, so
they're doing.
We've talked about that. We was going to do some trailer reviews, but some things happened, and we didn't get to. We still want to do that, but we talked about that. So where you at now? Right now, where's your mind frame with the Resident Evil? Because I heard it's just some random guy going through like you're playing him.
Okay, yes, I've heard that. But the director just released another interview talking about a story. He says the changes he's made to make better, because he doesn't want to completely destroy the whole storyline, but for the movie. But how he's created this one, that it's going to be, it's linear, just like how the video game would be. So it's going to follow just like how it's been.
Over the shoulder. Yeah.
Something like this. It's going to be. They're going to mimic a Resident Evil new storyline, so it kind of doesn't destroy what our fan perceptions are with the old 90s story, 90s writing.
We'll see, and then so a movie that we both grew up laughing our asses off at.
Yeah.
It's in the horror genre, but it's hilarious. But is The Walking. I'm sorry, George A. Romero's.
Yes.
Night of the Living Dead 2.
Yes.
Return of the Living Dead. Sorry,
yes.
Bells right there. You turned me on that the part 2 was coming.
Yep.
Have you seen anything or heard anything? Is there any?
As far as I understand the fact, it's still dead, but this Christmas it should be coming out.
Okay, but it's done in production. Like, are they?
It's quiet.
Okay, so I did see that old girl from the Vampire. I'm sorry, I'm off. I've been going for way too much traveling. Underworld is signed on to do the last. It's already like scripted, obviously, because he's dead. But the last Night of the Living Dead from George A. Romero. Okay. Like he must have had a script that wasn't done that he wanted to do, but fell ill and didn't get to finish it. And Marissa, is it Marissa? No, what's her name?
I can't think
Selena. But she's the reason I have a problem with Player today. But she signed on to do the final Night of the Living Dead. So that's kind of cool. We got some star power there.
Yeah.
I know she ain't been around for a while. There has been talks that she's probably going to come back and do the final Underworld, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm like you, man. There's a few things I'm excited for, but the horror movie right now, we got to get something out there. I don't know if anything coming. They're doing these weird body horror things now, like this Obsession movie that just come out, or Obsessed that everybody's talking about. I don't know. It's not my genre, so I guess it's just us. It might just be us. Is it just
I
us?
think it's original. I don't think it's us. I think Hollywood likes to pick.
So, can I ask you a question then? Save that, because I want to ask you a question that's going to go along back with what you want to say.
Okay.
Hollywood's an issue right now. They picking and choosing the whole woke, anti-woke, not saying what side, but you got that going on right now. So, but in that same thing right now, you've got an emergence of just a flurry of people on YouTube that are doing fan-made films that are knocking it out of the park with stories. There was a Crow movie that just came out that it was a tribute to the Crow. He wasn't Eric Draven. It had actually had Mickey James and Draven from WWE fame that was in it. It was the Crow DOS or something like that, Savanos or some kind of, is it lighting? I'm sorry, I'm a meathead hillbilly, but it got rave reviews. Said it was outstanding. Was 2-1 better than the MGK one that come out here.
Yeah,
the Bill Skarsgård one that came out a few years ago, but said it was real good. And then Womp Stomp Films had crushed it with these at-home Jason movies.
Yes.
And this ain't like me and him out here running around the yard or running around the compound.
Oh, it's really good.
Those are really good flicks. And if you ain't seen them, go check them out. Like I've not even got to watch The Crow myself because I've been so busy. You know, I'm a straight wrestling head right now, and that's took over my life with entertainment, I guess. But I've not got to see that one. But I've watched all of the Womp Stomp Jason homemade. They're actually doing a Jason cartoon. It's going to be rated R, but they just done a little GoFundMe for that looks really interesting. So that's kind of cool. But go check those out if y'all, and okay, so we said we're going to do things more real and get away from that. It's about survival. There's people out there that are killers. There's serial killers in the world. Just be creative on how to combat that, and that's what that is, right? That's what that is. All right, brother. You got anything else you want to say?
Nah, I think that wraps it up.
I'm still working on my sign off, so it's always gonna be rock and roll until the time comes to where I officially sign. I get that new sign off. But listen, we love y'all. Appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
Little short, all over the place, little compilation or I don't know. Mirage of different conversation, but just wanted to reach out and do a little video. Go prep, go get y'all some food in the house. Stock up.
Yes.
All right. Hey, we love y'all. God bless y'all. Rock and roll.
Rock and roll, baby.
Take your ass out.